play against the Atlanta Braves. Right now on 2K Sports.
Interleague Baseball, the Red Sox going to the road to try and pick up a win. Will they be able to limit the production of Jason Hayward? If they can't, the chances of winning severely diminished. I'm Gary Thorne along with Steve Phillips and John Kruk as we get ready for MLB on 2K Sports. The starting pitcher today will be the veteran Derek Lowe. Steve, we'll be watching how he approaches this Boston lineup.
Well, against a lineup like this, even though you've got a good right-hander on the mound, he's got a chance to have some damage done. He has to believe in damage control. Give up one run, but don't give up a crooked number.
Lineup time. Terry Francona's offense will look like this. Any of these bats stand out, John?
Well, J.D. Drew's always been a guy that people expect the world of, but maybe he's just not that type of player. Does he possess a picture-perfect swing? He absolutely does. But I think the expectations have been way too high on him. Let's just let him play and see how he does today.
And it's Jacoby Ellsbury leading off the game. That swung on, line towards the gap in left center. And the leadoff man of this ball game's on board. See if they get it started early. And here's a look at Atlanta on defense. This is what we're going to be seeing on the defensive side of the ball. Infield, outfield factors in this one, John?
Well, one of the more consistent fielders you'll find in baseball is Alex Gonzalez, and what you would have to call him is a winner. Just seems like everywhere he goes, his team happens to get in the playoffs. No big surprise, is because he makes all the plays at short.
And Lowe misses outside, taken for a ball.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
1-0 is a fastball that runs away, 2-0. Here's the pitch. And that's a ball now, 3-0. Pedroia's got a lot of room to work here.
A lot of managers are hesitant to turn their guys loose 3-0, but I say let it fly. This might be the best pitch he sees in the whole at bat.
Swing and a rocket toward short. And that gets down. That should bring Ellsbury around. And he scores. The throw. Safe at second. He gets in there. Plenty of time. Let's see what the RBI means for their win expectancy. Get to take a look at one here that probably should have ended at first base.
Well, he had the burners on coming out of the batter's box and rounding first base. Great aggressiveness on his part. He didn't let up, and he gets in safely.
No indecision when he got to first base.
That's how you get in safely to second.
So looking to capitalize on the RBI situation is Carl Crawford. Offense, when you get it, boy, it doesn't matter what part of the game it is. Now they've got themselves something to build on.
Well, that's a good piece of hitting right there to take an early lead in this game.
Pedroia's on at second. And Lowe's pitch is too low, taken for a ball. It's very early, so it may not stand up, but far better to be playing with the edge.
Well, that's right, Gary. I mean, they're going to try to use that edge to add some padding to this lead.
The 1-0 now. It's now 1 ball, 1 strike. You watched that fastball that was in there.
Gary, the numbers seem to indicate he likes to go fastball on a 1-1 count, trying to get back ahead again.
Crawford, ground ball. Picked up by Gonzalez. That retires Crawford.
Well, he got him over. Not exactly the way you want to do it. You'd prefer he'd hit the ball to the right side, but at least able to advance the runner. Now on third base with less than 2 outs, a sac fly can score him.
And Adrian Gonzalez up.
Well, the Padres were in the playoff hunt all year, and even though they had great pitching, starting and relief pitching, Adrian Gonzalez was the reason why they stayed close because of that bat.
There's a swing high and deep into center field. Way back there. Goodbye, home run, a 2-run digger. A little distance now, increasing their lead 1-3.
Well, he went up there deciding he was going to look for the first pitch and drive it, and it's exactly what he did.
And you got to believe whatever pitch he was looking for is the one he got.
You know, a lot of hitters like to take a pitch, work the count, get into a rhythm with the pitcher. Not this guy. He got the first one and drove it. Well, this Boston lineup so deep, so powerful, and I'll tell you what, they can make the plays on both sides of the ball.
Base is empty, 1 out. Ball. Low for a ball to Youkilis. And we've got offense here in the first inning, just the way they wanted to start this ball game.
Now, the pitching's going to have to settle down here. Now, I know it's early, but you don't want this thing to spiral out of control.
Strike one, low evens the count.
They throw the sinker ball to get the ground ball out. He got the called strike right there. If they swing, he's going to get his share of ground balls.
The pitch. And Youkilis lets that go outside for a ball. He's hit .304 lifetime against the Braves. Now set, slow, 2-1. Hard grounded to short. And Youkilis retired. And J.D. Drew to bat. Two outs and nobody on. He swings and nails a liner. Freeman recording the out. And a great way to start in the first. They get 3 runs off a bad pitching start. Boston with the lead, 3-0. Let's take a look at Boston's starter. And Steve, as he gets into this Atlanta lineup, what are you expecting to see?
Josh Beckett can have an overpowering 4-seam fastball, great movement on a 2-seam fastball, a curveball that locks hitters up, and a changeup that gets them off balance. He has to throw strike one with that fastball, though, to make his secondary pitches effective. Hitters will chase if he gets ahead in the count.
Prado grounds it. Scudero makes the play. And that'll shut down Prado. Here's the offensive lineup for the Braves. John, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, when you're talking about the best second baseman in all of baseball, Dan Uggla usually doesn't come up. But when you look at the power he can put up for that position, there's none better in the game than Dan Uggla. He swings hard, he strikes out a lot, but he also hits the ball of the ballpark at a pretty regular basis. He can change this game with a great swing.
Now batting with 1 away. Here's Jason Hayward.
You take a look back to 2010 and you wonder, why didn't the Red Sox get to the playoffs? They did have injuries, but their pitching just let them down a little bit. Wasn't up to par with the rest of their game.
Cut fastball in there for a called strike. And with those injuries to their pitchers who didn't get it done, and the starters who ended up not being in there to overcome that pitching need with some offense, put that all together and you get a season where they weren't going to finish first.
I mean, listen, John Lester and Clay Buchholz were exceptional, but John Lackey and Josh Beckett did not get it done the way they wanted, and Daisuke Matsuzaka continues to be ineffective. Jonathan Papelbon needs to be better this season.
Line to deep left field. He has to back up for it. Comes away with the out. We'll take a look here and see where the Red Sox are positionally around the diamond. And scouting those fielders, John.
Carl Crawford's a guy that turns a lot of doubles into outs. You hit a ball in the gap, he has the ability to chase it down with his great speed. He also possesses a pretty strong and accurate throwing arm also.
So with 2 down, it'll be Chipper Jones. He's hitting .333 lifetime off Josh Beckett. And taken outside by Jones for a ball. Here's a swing and a line drive. And that's in there. Atlanta's got their first hit of the game.
Well, the last thing you want to do is have a quick inning. That 2-out hit right there will prolong the inning. Great piece of hitting.
Dan Uggla, he'll get the swing now with 2 away. And Beckett can't get him to swing at that low pitch.
This cut fastball is a very effective pitch for this guy because it allows him to set up all of his other pitches.
.1-0 is a fastball that runs away. 2-0. On the way. Well, with 3 balls, Dan Uggla's going to be in the driver's seat right now. His career record 4-20 against the Red Sox. And that misses as well. That's a 4-pitch walk.
Off the plate outside, he's missed on 4 straight. He's got to bring it back in the zone.
So Brian McCann thinking RBI. He is a bat for Freddie Gonzalez and a very important stick in this lineup. Two down. Runners at first and second. Change up just misses. 1-0. Pauses and now the 1-0. McCann makes contact, fouls it off. And Beckett can't get him to swing at that low pitch. The 2-1 pitch. Back up the middle. And that'll put McCann on at first. And Jones comes in.
Now the pitcher left this one over the middle part of the plate, right where the hitter can make contact. Good piece of hitting.
Boy, with the run scoring there, that's a pretty fat pitch in an RBI situation.
Keep the rally going.
And Alex Gonzalez now, a chance to drive in one. All right, now looking better for this ball club. This is what they needed. Just chink away here and get back into this thing.
Well, listen, they're at least cutting it close right now, narrowing the lead, keeping the attack on, trying to make up that differential.
McCann is on at first. Uggla's at third. Beckett couldn't find the strike zone that time. You know, here maybe early on in the ball game, but this looks like it's going to be a scrap and maybe not a pitcher's day.
Well, it may come down to which one of these pitchers settles down first. Who can put a 0 up on the board and let the offense keep going?
Pitch on the way. Up the middle. And in there, the Braves should pick one up.
Now he's surrendered 3 straight hits. He's got to bounce back and get this guy. He needs an out.
It's hit foul by McLouth. Here's the 0-1 from Beckett. And with 2 strikes on him now, McLouth needs to protect the strike zone.
Well, it's so tough to hit a good breaking ball when you swing that hard, but that's what he did. Look at how he almost fell to the ground.
That one hit pretty well, but it goes foul off to the right. You're out. Strike 3. McLouth is gone without a swing. So they scratch across 2 runs, 3 hits, and 2 left on. The Braves would like another inning like this or better. They've made some progress. Bottom 3 due up next. In the batter's box, Saltalamacchia. Cut fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Career 0 for 7 off the Braves. And Lowe misses outside, taken for a ball. He got the bat on that one, and McLouth's there. It's caught. And we're going to see Scutaro here.
Well, consistency is what Derek Lowe's all about. He's done it all, though, in the postseason as far as starting, relieving, closing games. But as a starter in Atlanta in 2010, he was a guy that helped them get into the postseason with 16 wins and an ERA of 4.
There's a ground ball. And that's going to be a base hit for Scutaro. As John said, Lowe is he's a big game pitcher, and that was evidenced by the fact in September his ERA was 1.17, Steve.
But what he did in September is he made a major adjustment to the way he pitched. He was always a sinker ball, fastball pitcher who threw the slider off of that. He started going to slider first and using the sinker ball off the slider, and it proved very effective.
Runner at first with 1 down. At the belt, Lowe kicks and throws. And McCann in position. And a good throw gets him 2 down.
Now listen, pitchers don't hit the ball as well as position players do, but you can still impact the game with productive outs. Good bunt.
And boy, will he be happy if that comes around to score.
That's going to make the manager very happy right there.
Two outs and a runner on second. And he starts Ellsbury out. Sinker swung on, missed. 0-1.
This is how you get the routine ground balls. You pound that sinker down and away, trying to get the hitter to roll over his hands and pound it into the ground.
Here's the 0-1 from Lowe. Good eye there. Jacoby Ellsbury lays off it to even the count.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Tried to get him to chase it out of the zone. He just laid off.
Ground ball Ellsbury. And Gonzalez gets to it. Throws on to first. Side is retired. They pick up no runs on one hit and leave a man at second. Red Sox 3, Braves 2. And Freddie Freeman to lead it off. Hit in the dirt. That looks like a single. And he's tagged out at second. And it's low batting.
Turner Field was good to the Braves last season. Best home record in the major leagues.
One out, nobody on. There's a swing, fly ball down the line and left. And in there, base hit. Opposing pitcher, that is tough to take when you're on the mound. So that brings up Martin Prado to the plate. I don't think many would realize Atlanta, that home record, won 56 games and lost only 25.
You know what? They were 4th in runs produced at home in 2010, but it really points to the fact their pitching was phenomenal at home.
One out, runner on at first. And he starts headed for the middle. And he's got it now. One. And there's the double play. Pedroia there. Well, that's one way to keep your pitch count down. They wrap that inning up with 3 pitches. Red Sox still ahead. And if you are just coming on board, Gary Thorne, Steve Phillips, John Kruk, as we bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. First pitch on the way. And Lowe misses outside, taken for a ball. Pedroia hits this one. Freeman fields it. And he'll step on first for out number 1.
Flashing some leather over there at first base, doing a nice job getting the runner himself.
And so with one down, we'll see Carl Crawford.
4th straight appearance in the All-Star game for Carl Crawford. He's become one of these guys that you'll see in the Midsummer Classic for years to come.
At the belt, Lowe hit up the middle. Oh, off the pitcher. Wow, that was a hot shot, and he couldn't get out of the way. But a quick recovery that time gets the out. And it's Adrian Gonzalez. Base is empty with 2 outs. And Gonzalez settles in for his AB. First pitch. Strike 1. Slider swung on and missed. 0-1. Now McCann positions himself. And Lowe's pitch is too low. Taken for a ball. Strike 1-1 pitch. Slider taken for a strike. 1-2.
Well, this is great pitching right here. You throw that breaking ball around the outside corner, hitting your spot. Not much you can do with that as a hitter.
The 1-2 pitch. Good patience, Adrian Gonzalez. The count is even.
Good action on that cut fastball down in the zone. Hitter just laid off.
The 2-2. Slider just about had him. 3-2 count.
Good spot there, just down a little bit out of the zone. Tried to get him to chase. He wouldn't go for it.
Gonzalez digging in. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a call, ball 4, putting him on.
Now it's good plate discipline by the hitter right there. Waiting the pitcher out, forcing to throw it over.
Well, that's what you want to do. You want to have quality at bats, get that pitch count up. And I tell you what, he worked this pitcher. It's going to be tough for him to get this next hitter out after working that walk on so many pitches.
Gonzalez leading off first. At the belt, Lowe kicks and throws to deep right center. This one beyond him. It's going to be extra bases. Gonzalez is heading home. And the throw. And he's in there. Tremendous base running.
Well, you see the pitch down in the zone a little bit, but he got a good piece of wood on it and drives it.
What you like about that at bat is the discipline to keep your head in.
Well, I'll tell you what, he changed locations, went down to the zone. It's a solid piece of hitting. Big moment for J.D. Drew to win over the fans. He's coming up in a critical situation. Let's see if he can get it done.
And Steve, the offense continues to produce. They keep building on it.
That was a good piece of hitting right there. He got his pitch, took advantage of it, drove it, and picked up the run.
2 outs and a runner on third. You have 2 outs here in the inning, only need 1 more. The last thing you want is a big 2-out hit. They're not going to chance it with this guy.
Yeah, but I don't understand this. You've already got 2 outs in the inning, and this guy isn't one of the better hitters in the game. Go at him, challenge him, show something.
In the batter's box, Saltalamacchia. Runners at first and third with 2 away. And the first pitch. That's swung on a liner here. And Uggla's there to retire the side. They score a run on 1 hit and they strand a couple. Boston by 2. And now we'll get to watch in the batter's box Hayward. 0 for 1 thus far. Jonathan Papelbon's going to be pitching. He's been chosen to take over out there.
Well, no closer comes into a game with more fanfare than Jonathan Papelbon. The hat's pulled down, the eyes are squinting, the lips are pouted. But once he gets on that mound, he throws a fastball in the upper 90s with a devastating split. If I'm a hitter, I'm sitting on that fastball because there's no way I can hit a split finger if he throws a good one.
Oh, tough one to lay off right there, that fastball. 1-2. The pitch from Papelbon. And Haywood lets it go for a ball inside.
Well, he doesn't want to lose him. A 2-2 count. He's going to go right at him. You've got a good fastball. This is the time to use it.
And he holds off of the change, and it's full.
Well, that's where you look for a changeup from the pitcher away in the strike zone. And if they look for it and get it, they can really shoot that thing the other way and do some damage.
That one is fouled off by Haywood. Steve, all you get's trouble when you do this, a leadoff walk.
Boy, how many times does the leadoff man end up scoring? Most of the time.
Well, after a long, epic battle, this at-bat ends in a walk? Are you kidding me? Someone should have got struck out or someone should have got a hit, but the hitter will take the walk.
Singleton scored his last time around.
With good speed now at first base, Gary, they're going to have to at least keep an eye on him. Even though they've got the lead, they've got to watch him because they might try to steal to get back into this game.
Well, working on the 0-1 count now.
Well, if you've done your homework, you know how you're going to attack this guy. You got to go with the slider here.
Grounded to Gonzalez. Over to second for one. And there's two, a double play. Dan Uggla, he'll get the swing now with two away. The pitch from Papelbon. Just missed with the fastball, 1-0.
That two-seam fastball is such an effective pitch. One, because it gets ground ball outs, but two, it sets up his other pitches.
Now the 1-0 pitch. He watches that fastball. It'll even up the count at 1-1.
Well, the pitcher going for that hole in most hitters' swing up and in. He found that strike zone with a four-seam fastball, and he couldn't get to it.
Swing and a fly ball, and this might be it. This one to Ellsbury. That's going to be a wrap. Final out of the ball game.
Okay, well-played ball game today. The Boston Red Sox showed up to play and did what they needed to win this one.
Well, it's that time again. How about we take a look at our player of the game? Great game from Adrian Gonzalez.
Well, you know what they say, that everyone loves to see the long ball when you come to a game, and he certainly gave the fans what they wanted to see. He's got to be feeling pretty good about himself.
And Steve, they're able to put this one away in the record books. This is a good victory.
Hey, anytime you can go on the road and beat another major league team, you've got to consider yourself fortunate.
And until next time, this is Gary Thorne, along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We'll catch you at the yard.